It's said that in order to have good neighbors, you have to have a good fence. And I have to tell you something here, David. I don't know if this would make a good fence because it's kind of light.
Well,
what in the world are we looking at?
Well, there's a lot of people who might disagree with you about it not making a good fence, because it does.
Uh-huh.
So the idea behind this is it's like a combination between a Lego block and a concrete block made out of foam, right?
Okay.
So the idea, and what we're holding here is 4 concrete blocks. It weighs 1.5 pounds. 4 concrete blocks would literally weigh 100 times that amount.
And this is just, I mean, this doesn't weigh anything.
Doesn't weigh anything at all. Right?
Okay.
Even you can lift it. So in being a Lego,
we go to the gym together. That's why he knows that.
being a Lego block, let me show you this.
Okay. Hey, wait a minute. You're taking apart your boot there.
So yeah, well, it's worth the sacrifice. so these things interlock like this, like a Lego set.
Okay.
They interlock every 2 inches, and then when you get to a corner, they will interlock just like this. So you automatically get a 90-degree angle.
Okay.
So
nice.
there's your Lego block principle, and then they interlock every 2 inches all the way down. So you lay out a grid of 2 inches, which makes it a very flexible design product.
Okay. Now, speaking of flexible, right over here, I see that you've done something that's, you can't do this with block. Well, and because of the shape like this, how did we accomplish that?
Well, this guy here.
Oh.
Okay, so we only manufacture 1 block. But basically what we do in order to get a curve out of it is we cut sections out of the block with a handsaw. Very easy to do. And then the magic of it is this becomes your radius.
You just pull it.
So you just pull it.
So this becomes a very forgiving material.
Yeah, the more foam you cut out of here, the tighter the radius. So you can go from a straight wall, any radius, all the way down to about 2 feet in radius.
Ooh, and if you want to do like a serpentine kind of thing, you can do that.
Absolutely.
So you're in total control when you're working with this.
In total control.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, but I don't understand something here. We've got this radius, but we got all this gooey stuff. How'd that get there?
Well, this is another magical part of the system that we have. So this product here is one of the nice secrets of what we do.
Okay, let me see what you got here.
This is foam. A huge amount of foam in here because it's all compressed. And this gun here has a ratchet on it, so you can, when you squeeze this ratchet, you can get a bead of 1/8 of an inch all the way up to 3 inches out of it, and you control it with the trigger.
Okay.
Right? So when you've got these blocks set in place, we fill up the gap here simply by running the gun up, squeezing the trigger, running the gun up so the foam comes out and fills up this little gap. Okay. And it also acts as an adhesive. So this is self-supported.
Nice.
The curve is held in place by the adhesive.
Okay, and then what happens, in order to make this an actual block wall, this isn't enough by itself.
No, the foam gets filled with concrete, the same concept as a concrete block wall.
Okay. But normally with the block wall we're using rebar. How do we get around that?
Well, we use, in many cases, we use conventional rebar just like a concrete block wall.
Oh, really?
But, yeah, absolutely. But, here's another thing that we have. Now this stuff is called micro rebar.
Micro rebar.
Rebar.
Let me have some of this stuff. Let me have some of this. Look at this. They look like little tiny toothpicks.
Well,
they're twisted.
They're like mini licorice sticks. So when you look at these, you can see that they're twisted.
Yeah.
So when you mix these in with the concrete at the batch plant or on site, and the big ready mix truck comes along.
Yeah.
You just dump this stuff in there. You sprinkle it in there, and mix it for about 5 minutes, and it spreads throughout the entire batch of concrete.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So this little guy here will replace 90% of your conventional reinforcing bars. A lot of people call them rebar. They're made out of steel. And particularly in earthquake country, you have to have rebar in walls in order to be able to make the concrete work.
Now this right here is technology I have never come across before. So this is really cutting edge right here. So then after we take and we shave all this off possibly, right there, and we make it nice, we've got our concrete poured, we actually have that impenetrable wall. But I have to tell you something, it's not very decorative.
Doesn't look too good like that.
So what we do is that we take and we decorate it, and we could have decorated in different forms, right?
Yes.
Okay, now I see that we have different layers here.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say that you can finish these walls with any conventional product that you want.
Okay.
Any stone, stucco, brick, whatever.
Oh, you can put wood on there if you want to
You
do.
can put wood on it if you want it to look like wood, you can do that. However, because stucco is the most popular product around here,
Yeah.
we provide a stucco that's part of our system. It belongs to us, and you put a fiberglass mesh embedded in the base coat, and then you add color coat. And we can provide any color that you want, custom
Any
colors,
color, any flavor.
color that you
You're
want.
just troweling this on like
Yeah.
anything else,
Yeah.
and before you know it, you've got yourself a fancy schmancy wall over
That's
here.
right.
This is so exciting. Thank you very much for sharing this with us. I've never seen this before, and I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to visit you today. Thank you very
Great.
much.
Glad to be able to educate you
Indeed.
as well.
Thank you very much.
All right, Nick, thanks.
And then you can actually do this over here too, huh?
Yes.